In your role with Scale Ireland, you work closely with the government to help ensure that the high growth SMEs can achieve success. Uh, Based on your brief tenure so far, is enough being done by the government, Martina?
That's right. I'm only in the door since early November. So it's still bedding in and
Yeah,
I past the onboarding, but still settling in. In terms of government, they have been supportive, but you can always point to areas where more needs to be done. And during the budget, Pascal Donohoe announced a review of the employment investment and incentive scheme. That's key in terms of stimulating investment. And that review will be taking place shortly. And we are also part of the Alliance for an Innovation Driven Recovery. And that's really important because when we go to government or key stakeholders such as Enterprise Ireland or anyone else, that we go as a sector, that we all come together and say, this is important for us as a sector because startups are dependent on investors. So, for instance, in that alliance, we have HBAN, we have the Irish Venture Capital Association, we have Tech Ireland, and EuroNext, the stock exchange. So, we have all of us coming together and saying, this is what needs to be done to improve the environment, to help the conditions, to help startups thrive in Ireland. And so, that's a key point the Employment Investment and Incentive Scheme. And also, the Minister announced a new fund which will be set up in collaboration with the European Investment Bank. So it's a start, and we have to see uh, what happens and what the outcome of that review is. But so far, so good. But again, we're holding back and we see what happens because there is, a huge momentum that we can get some breakthrough here, given the difficulties that
yeah.
startups are facing.
And you know what, it's great to hear you say that because I think it's the first time in a long time that's actually been joined up thinking around how we can get these IDEs to growth, how we can encourage that kind of growth in the Irish market. I think it's been tried before, it hasn't worked effectively enough, but it sounds like everyone's on the right path and everyone's on the same page, which is great to see.